Hi, I don't know why some of the African leaders are a terrorist. Today, I'm going to talk about Rwanda, a beautiful country that ruled by two terrorists. A terrorist number one occupies Kachura Mountain, the other one occupies Kivu Mountain. This couple shares one thing in common: corruption. Today's video is about Rwanda's greatest heist. All heists in Rwanda's central bank have been orchestrated by the President and the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda. The Central Bank of Rwanda holds the total cash reserves of all commercial banks, gold reserves, foreign aid, foreign exchange reserves, IMF reserve position, and special drawing rights.
¿Sabes lo que me parece sexy a mí? La inteligencia.
It's unbelievable that the net worth of these two criminals is greater than the total cash reserves of all commercial banks, gold reserve, foreign aid, foreign exchange reserve, special drawing rights, and IMF reserve position held in Rwanda's central bank combined. It's very clear that the first family's net worth is bigger than all the reserves held in Rwanda's central bank. Paul Kagame is the world's most ultimate thief president alive. We must stop him. We must get all stolen money back into Rwanda's central bank.
When my opponents say we won't join you, I just say your children are mine already. What are you? In time you'll die. But your sons and daughters stand forever in my new camp, and in a short time they'll know nothing else but this new community.
To get the next generation on their side, the Nazis had put tremendous energy into winning them over. Theirs was the party of youth against age, offering young people not just a dream, but a role to play. Standard bearers in the march to a new dawn. It was a way of channeling the natural rebelliousness of youth on organized lines. And the organization responsible was the Hitlerjugend, the youth wing of the Nazi Party.
Denn ihr seid Fleisch, von unserem Fleisch und Blut, von unserem Blut. Und in euren jungen Gehirn brennt derselbe Geist, der uns beherrscht.
In 1932, the Hitler Youth numbered just 100,000. Within 2 years, it numbered 3.5 million. And by 1939, it was an army, compulsory for all boys, with girls joining its sister organization, the League of German Maidens. It was the largest youth movement the world had ever seen.
Vor uns liegt Deutschland, in uns marschiert Deutschland und hinter uns kommt Deutschland.
Adolf Hitler and Paul Kagame shares a lot in common. Hitler did a Holocaust while Paul Kagame did a Genocost. Hitler killed at least 6 million Jews while Paul Kagame at least killed 15 million Congolese and Rwandan refugees who exiled in the Democratic Republic of Congo since 1996 till today. The question is, who exactly is President Paul Kagame? Paul Kagame was once a refugee, a rebel leader, a vice president of the Republic of Rwanda, now a president of the Republic of Rwanda.
Kagame Paul. Yewe. Kagame Paul. Yewe. Kagame Paul.
Paul Kagame is the worst dictator in Rwanda's history. Thousands have been missing. The police brutality is at the highest peak. He's the only one who is allowed to speak. Everyone is being arrested for the freedom of speech. He's targeting Rwandans abroad, tracking down all the opposition members. He wants us Rwandese to feel always traumatized about his regime. He went too far to become the Africa bloodiest tyrant. Yes, after 3 decades, our president has eventually become a world global issue. The problem with this old man, he's obsessed with high table to the extent he doesn't realize he is now the world's biggest problem. Let me walk you through something about him.
table d'honneur burya bivuze iki? Iteka aho uzajya uyibona jya wibaza ngo ariko kugiye ntari kuri table d'honneur. Hari aho ntajya kuri table d'honneur nanjye, ariko naho ntayigiyeho mpava mvuga ngo ariko ubutaha ngomba kujya kuri table.
The president of Rwanda has enough private jets. One private jet carries a presidential guard unit, another carries a presidential mafia unit, and another carries a presidential hitman unit. This is how he feels safe by wasting too much money just to attend the world's biggest high table.
An opportunity lost cannot be regained. Maybe what you get is another opportunity, but that one you have lost. So there is no room for us to waste the many opportunities we have if we want to be at the high table.
My country is cursed with President Paul Kagame. The President Paul Kagame is destroying young leaders today to ensure Rwanda's future will be led by fools. Can you believe it that he is a UN refugee who exploits and trades other refugees and immigrants around the world? It's very rare to see our president missing the world's biggest, hardest table. The question is why? Well, our president neither wanted to face public humiliation nor feel embarrassed. Instead, he flew to Singapore to buy time, portraying himself as a needed and exceptional leader. While at the UN summit, presidents worldwide are meeting to discuss ideas that matter, address pressing world issues, and strengthen bilateral trade relationships. The president owns 5 private jets while Rwandans struggle, yet he skipped the UN summit for a Formula 1 race. This is absurd to see the president prioritizing entertainment over representing Rwanda on the world stage.
The question is, how much longer will we accept this waste and corruption?
And let's dive into the president's private jet.
Private jet number 1, EILOSN, Gulfstream, $65 million. Private jet number 2, SXGJA, Gulfstream, $70 million. Private jet number 3, ZSESA, Bombardier, $60 million. Private jet number 4, SPZAK, Bombardier, $62 million. Private jet number 5, SXGJJ, Gulfstream, $45 million. Private jet number 6, ZSXRS, Bombardier, $50 million. Private jet number 7, A7CGE, Gulfstream, $50 million. Private jet number 8, A7CHA, Gulfstream, $50 million. Private jet number 9, OEIXI Bombardier, $75 million. Private jet number 10, 9HVIE Bombardier, $60 million. And by the way, for your own information, this is why Rwanda's economy sucks. Think about it. $500 million was stolen by the president. On top of that, there comes recurring expenses either Central Bank of Rwanda or Ministry of Finance must cover. Remember, we are a third world country. Our president is a foreign beggar, and our unemployed people are forced to beg. Even young girls live a life of begging. This is why we are poor. Money is stolen illegally from the central bank by the president and wasted on his fleet of private jets. You want proof about the two criminals living a luxurious life at the expense of all Rwandans, with billions of dollars stolen from the central bank. On Monday, the president travels with A7 CGE. On Tuesday, he travels with SXGJA. On Wednesday, he travels with SXGJJ. On Thursday, he travels with A7CHA. On Friday, he travels with OEIXI. On Saturday, he travels with EILSN. On Sunday, he travels with 9HVIE. Never in a million years could I have made this documentary without Dr. David Himbara's article on Medium. Shout out to Samuel Baker for exposing the dictator presidency's misuse of public funds. Great job to Serge Ndayizeye for raising awareness about the president's private jet. Thank you, Mr. Fabie, for inspiring me to dig deeper into the president's private jet scandal. After your tweet, you disappeared, but your courage continues to inspire. This is a clear message to the world of just how far Paul Kagame is willing to go to eliminate anyone who dares to question the misuse of public funds. Your bravery will never be forgotten, and your name will be written in Rwanda's history books, while Kagame and his accomplices will eventually die and go to hell. My president is a hypocrite leader and a pathological liar. The world is tired of him.
That is absolutely the case. Kagame is actually one of Africa's biggest problems, because Congo is the biggest dissettlement of Africa that causes South Africa never to unite. And Kagame is the reason why we've got the Congolese struggle.
Mais j'ai toujours dit que je ne rencontrerai jamais
I've always said that I'd never meet the M23. Because, as I said, it's an empty shell, fabricated to justify the aggression against my country, the DRC.
Pour justement justifier l'agression contre mon pays, de la RDC, mais qu'en réalité, le vrai
But the real aggressor, the real criminal, is Paul Kagame. And I want to meet him, not to beg him or to negotiate anything with him. It's to ask him and tell him clearly, eye to eye, that he's a criminal, that enough is enough now, and that his little game is known to everyone. It's enough what he's done to my country and my people, and it's time for him to leave the territory, the soil of my country.
This message is for the president of Rwanda. You need to remove your stupid soldiers in our country. Mozambique have enough soldiers. We don't need your help. If you feel like you have power to do something to the economy of Rwanda. Help people of Rwanda because they are starving. They are starving also. Help them. So here we don't need your help. Go and fix your country. Go and fix your stupid economy because it's fucked up also. Stop sending your soldiers in our country. We are busy fixing our country here. We are trying to remove the oppressors of our country because we are tired. It's been 50 years of fake independence. They've been slavering us. So we are tired of oppressors. We are trying to remove them. So you are busy sending soldiers to defend them. Why are you doing this? Go and fix your country before. Instead of interfering in our country, fix your country. Stop sending your rats here in our country. Stop sending your dogs here in our country. We have enough dogs here. We can't even feed them because we are poor. So, remove your stupid soldiers. We have enough soldiers here in Mozambique. We don't need your fucking help. This message it must go straight to the president of Rwanda. If he think he have power to do something, he must do something to his people, to Rwandans, because they are starving. They are paying education. They are paying health. They are paying schools. They have nothing for free in Rwanda. So why are you wasting your resource trying to help us? Who told you that we need your help? Is our president. Come and collect this stupid president to your country. You will lead with him in Rwanda. We don't need him here. We are tired. Enough is enough.
Matthew Miller, the department spokesperson, has solved the equation for us. Think about it. The United States of America blames the Rwanda Defense Force. The Rwanda Defense Force equal M23 attacks. M23 rebel equal Rwanda. Now Rwanda equal President Paul Kagame. So therefore President Paul Kagame equal Genocost in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
The attack in question came from the Rwandan Defense Forces and M23 positions on the Muganga IDP camp. The government of Rwanda must investigate this heinous act and hold all of those responsible accountable, and we have made that clear to them.
وتحية الشعب لقائده وانطلاق المباراة بعد لحظات من الآن بحضور ضيوف كبار.
You might think everything in Rwanda is perfect, but by the time you finish watching this video, you will understand just how ruthless my president can be. Trust me, our situation is far more complex than it appears. Back in the day, my president would start his morning joyful in America, enjoy a beautiful afternoon in Europe, and chill in the evening over in Asia. Then he would come back home just in time to check if enough people had been killed, arrested, imprisoned, or taxed. And of course, he would make sure regulations were tightened and strict new measures were added. This is part of his strategy to instill the fear of death and strengthen the dictatorship. President Paul Kagame was once celebrated as a hero. Now he's seen as a threat to Zaire, to Democratic Republic of the Congo, to Uganda, to Burundi, to Tanzania, to Mozambique, to Zambia, to Central African Republic, to Sudan, to the Republic of the Congo, and even to his own country. Literally, our president has become the Rwanda's heaviest burden. My president has a singular mission: to advance Western interests in Africa by any means necessary, even through violence and force. This is why he is often labeled a good partner by the West. He shows no concern for the countless lives lost in the process.
Rwanda is one of our most prominent partners in Africa. We are developing here a lot of successful projects. When it comes to projects in Rwanda, I think this is one of the good cooperations we have in Africa.
Dear Africans, both at home and abroad, My name is Niyongabo Enrique. What a better time than now to remember that today, more than ever, we need to come together as one to unite Africa again. Over the last century, our continent has birthed great warriors whose sacrifices we honor. Sadly, coward leaders like Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, have betrayed the ideals of our fallen heroes who initiated the anti-colonial revolution. Shockingly, my president seems to regret being a black person. Do not let anyone deceive you into believing that Paul Kagame is a hero, Rwanda's savior, or a liberator. He is none of those. Instead, he is Africa's greatest traitor, who is violating the sovereignty of other nations to hunt down anyone who dares to oppose his regime. As a result, millions of black lives have been lost to sustain his rule. I believe all lives matter. It's time for us to join hands, rise together, and bring an end to his tyranny. My president's true identity is now unmasked for all who didn't know it. He is a fake Pan-Africanist, a fake revolutionary, an enemy of the black race, a slave master, and a puppet of the West. Well, now here are some of the cowardly achievements the media won't tell you about Paul Kagame. He bought land in Zambia and Mozambique just to target Tanzania. He acquired land in Central African Republic and Republic of the Congo for Democratic Republic of the Congo invasion. He engineered the division of Sudan into two nations. He pocketed Libya's investment in Rwanda while celebrating Muammar Gaddafi's death. He orchestrated attacks in Uganda. He is looting minerals in Mozambique and Democratic Republic of the Congo. He has failed to execute a coup in Burundi. Now he is committing a genocide in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. My president lies, manipulates, and buys media worldwide just to hide his dark image.